Alright guys, it's a hot day here and everything like that, but I'm not going to do a full detail of the car. However, I am going to detail the plastic on here. Today I'm going to show you guys how to restore plastic trim. Now this is the first using a product I'm going to use today. It's a turtle wax product. It didn't cost too much, but I hear it works pretty good. I'm just going to clean this up here and see what I get this old plastic front, that's the rear, and front bumper to look like. So this is the before you're seeing right here, and we'll see what I get it to look like when I'm done. Now it's a really hot day, so throughout the video I'll be eating popsicles, because gotta stay cool. So I'm going to go over like the materials you need. This is definitely one of them, popsicles. So write that down on the list of things you need to restore plastic trim. Now this shouldn't take too long. As far as detailing things like that, like my headlight video, that took me, because it was my first time, didn't know what I was doing, a good solid hour and a half or so. This will be a lot quicker, especially because I'm only working with a small area and there's very few steps involved, so it should be really quick. But still, let's get the stuff, I'll show you how to do it. Alright, this is where the magic happens. This bucket right here isn't mine, it's my dad and stepmom's. Mom and stepdad, sorry, long day at work. Alright. So this is what $160 buys you right here. I have instructions for my detailing, whatever. Drying towels, probably not going to need them. I know, I use separate buckets too, because I don't trust how they clean their buckets out. I want to know when I pick up a bucket, it's good to go, it's already clean. So let me go find the stuff. It's in here somewhere. I'll need this, because I need to obviously clean the area. That's scratch remover. I don't need that, today at least. Trim restore, perfect. Turtle wax trim restore. And has pretty good reviews and everything as to what it could do. And so yeah, this we'll be using today. Alright, so it says here, you just apply it, let it haze over, and buff it off. It says use a microfiber cloth, but I think I'll use a applicator pad. So I'll dig one of them out. Then you just buff it off like any kind of wax or whatever. After you let it set up in haze, I guess it just goes, fills in the cracks, leaves it behind the finish. So it's really just like a plastic-friendly wax, from what I understand. Here we have the supply spray bottle, just soapy dishwater here, nothing fancy. Of course, my trim restore, paper towels, and I got a microfiber and an applicator in my pocket. First, we're just going to wipe this down with a dry paper towel, get the loose stuff off, and then we're going to wet it with soapy water, and just scrub it real good with paper towels, let it kind of dry, and then we're going to do this. Now, a little note here, when you're doing this, you kind of want to swipe away, you don't want to drag any kind of dirt you're pulling off and scratch the bumper. When it's just plastic, still, it kind of defeats the purpose of what we're doing here. Alright, so that's the loose dirt. Came off without any water or anything. You see it's real grimy. So now, let's give this a good spray and pull off some stuff. Just initially spray it, then we're going to spray the towel. Alright, so the surface is sprayed off, the towel's a little bit damp, just go. And you just kind of get what wasn't lifted just by wiping it. Then we just buff any kind of paper towel residue away with microfiber, gives us a clean surface to start with. As a rule of thumb, see, look at that. you always want to start this kind of stuff, put any kind of coatings on it, a clean surface, so that way they last longer, you know, they level easier. And see, so just go, and just give it one wipe down with covered in soapy water with a damp paper towel, and that'll give you what you need. Alright, now I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a little bit of microfiber, I can't speak today. Paper towel residue on here. You just kind of quick with the microfiber, because you know the microfiber doesn't leave behind anything. And it's a couple little swips. This will also ensure it's dried in case you miss any moisture with the paper towel. And now we can apply the stuff using an applicator pad, same you'd use for waxing, whatever. These are like a buck a piece. You could rewash them and stuff as long as we don't get them too cruddy. Or you could just keep one, use it for a couple waxes or a couple of a certain chemical. Really cheap, and in my opinion, for applying stuff like this, they work better than a microfiber towel. And it's almost like a sanding block, how you just kind of like rub it in. So, just get one of these, put some of this on there, just apply it nice and evenly. So, that's what we're going to do now. Sorry about that, camera died, so I had to finish up, really couldn't get it on film. You get the point, there's really nothing to it. You apply it kind of like a wax, you buff it off. This is after. And I think it did leave like a little bit more shine. You can definitely see like down there, that end, well, it's a little bit more shine. I put some on the plastic parts here. So, kind of left a little bit of finish there. It's really not, it restores the scratches somewhat, put on the front bumper. Around the headlights down there, it did a good job on the plastic trim around them. Also the mirrors. So, it removes slight imperfections. It does that pretty well, but you get some major stuff in there. This stuff, I mean, you probably could do a little bit better if a turtle wax kind of is. No, turtle wax. Damn, tongue's numb from the popsicle. Turtle wax makes some great products. As a matter of fact, this car is covered in turtle wax wax, both spray and paste. And I have some turtle wax ice, liquid wax downstairs. I mean, I use lots of turtle wax. But the scratch remover, it seems like that was one of the more low-scale products. I used it, it did good, but I mean, when you get to like restoring plastic trim, when your plastic's already just a little bit good, I mean, you're moving into nickel and dime stuff. So I mean, it won't take out giant scratches. This is like, oh, it kind of restores it a little. Just little kind of things you notice, not huge, major changes like polishing the headlights where you sand it and you remove tons of material. These are like small, minute changes, kind of like waxing a vehicle, how it just kind of shines a little bit more afterwards. But this is only on small sections of the vehicle, not like the entire body of it. So I mean, we're moving into the nickel and dime stuffs, and I think you can nickel and dime it slightly more, maybe spending a little bit more money on a little bit more of an upscale product. But turtle wax for this, it does a pretty damn good job. I'm just saying, you probably could do slightly more, but we're moving into nickel and dime stuff here, and that's a really slippery slope. That's when you start paying hundreds of dollars every couple weeks to get cars detailed and stuff. But I think for what it is and what it cost me, it was only like, it was between like $5 and $10 for that. The applicator pad there, that was like $1. A couple paper towels, microfibers, which I have tons of microfibers, and microfibers are pretty cheap. And I could wash that microfiber in the applicator pad, use it again, and I barely even use this stuff. Like, it's still mostly full. So my takeaway is, it does a pretty good job. It's pretty easy. You follow the steps I showed you in this video. It works pretty good. Like if you're preparing for a car show or whatever, this would be something neat to do. But again, it's nickel and dime stuff. Don't expect it to remove deep scratches or anything. You still will see the imperfections, but it kind of masks them a little. But it leaves kind of behind like an oily finish or whatever, like a very oily wax of sorts. Even after you buff it out, it feels kind of oily to the touch. So it will trap bugs and stuff there, so you can really scrub them out. I guess it's less likely to go and scratch the plastics underneath. So it's kind of like a protectant, almost like you'd use wax on a car or a ceramic coat. Well, I'm not going to say ceramic coating. A ceramic coating is something completely different. That's a topic for another day. But I feel this did a pretty good job. If you like these detailing videos, just tell me. I'll make some more. I made one on how to polish headlights if you're interested. These headlights used to be pretty bad. Now they actually work. So if this is your first time, stop in, subscribe. Make sure to like the video, share it with your friends, whatever. I sell t-shirts on Teespring. Just type in shadesmoto. You'll find some stuff. I have some stuff to attend to, namely eating dinner. So see you guys in the next video.